Hello and welcome back to the finishing line in association with Hollywood Bet.
So close. Sponsor boy.
It don't matter. Andrew is tired. He's had a tough week. Tom got bet in soccer, so I'm presenting for a change. Yeah,
Carry on talking then.
Preview night tomorrow night in Brentford at the community stadium. Is that right?
Correct. Well done.
Yeah. Sold out.
Sold out.
Well, you don't have to pay, so it's not really sold out, but it's still sold out.
It's not really sold out, but it's sold out. Go on anyway.
Tom and Andrew will be there.
Yes.
In the finishing line.
That's us.
Declan Ricks will be there from At the Races.
That's him.
There's other people there too.
Rides horses.
Jamie Moore.
That's him.
Jamie
Yeah.
Moore.
One more.
Big fan of Goshen, that fella.
You'd want to be. He rides him.
He was good the weekend
Ian
again.
Morris as well.
Yeah, he's there too.
Nicky Henderson's BFF.
Nicky's stable tour. That was good. Willie's today. Twitter went mad.
Don't get me started.
Andrew's unhappy.
I went
Tom's
for-
kind of unhappy.
I went for a long
Tom
walk.
was windy. I don't care. Fernie was gone. So
That's how I
that's
feel
it.
about my
Yeah.
Galp in the shop now. I'm very windy on it right
no
now.
money on anything today. Dino Blue, he gave great mention to Dino Blue.
It looks like the Dino Blue for Braun Double is on.
Stunning piece of work apparently. And Vauban, by all sounds, what I'm listening to, is a champion hurdle horse in the make.
He makes him sound like an absolute machine.
Aeroplane. He's going to win the Triumph. That's basically what he
I
said.
wanted to keep him as a novice hurdler next season, but he went out and started winning.
Said Gaelic Warriors waiting till the entry. Windy, Tom. Windy.
Do you know what I can imagine now? Tom was 6 races in, or 6 races in on the Tuesday. Tom's sitting down next, just 5 minutes.
He's not coming to the pub.
What?
Yeah, he said he's not coming.
Absolutely no way. I text Andrew today, right? You might as well, if you're coming to the preview, this was going to be for the preview, but I'll save it for the preview, actually.
Yeah, same for the preview.
Because I'm not sitting next to you to watch this.
Andrew, can you put up the graphics for the preview, please?
Sorry, I will, David. There you go. Sorry, wrong one.
Wrong one.
Sorry, wrong one. I don't have the Irish one.
We'll
I don't have
go.
the Irish one.
I meant for tomorrow.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
In case people are watching this evening, and there's all the details, like we were talking, MC, the lads, and it's available online. This one's going to be streamed, isn't it?
This one's going to be streamed.
So there you go. See you tomorrow. I won't. I'll be watching it though. I'll be in the comments.
Oh, Christ.
I'm going to be in the comments, hard in the comments now. Yeah, it was a bad week for getting online reviews as well, actually, wasn't it? But there you go.
What's new?
We don't have the graphics for the Irish one, but the ticket thing will be sorted tomorrow.
Yes.
Anybody that's been messaging, but waiting, it'll be sorted. 250 tickets again
Yes.
in the tower next Thursday, 8 p.m.
Yes.
Andrew organised finger food for the interval today. There's a bar. That's all you need to know.
No more.
Did he?
Yeah.
Jesus. Happy days.
You're not getting. Says the fella, like, you're getting fed before it as well.
One more stuff.
Oh, yes. That's
One
my
more
night
stuff.
made, lads.
Prizes and whatnot, but we know that.
Cheltenham Festival tickets.
Oh, wait, I didn't know that.
All expense paid trip to Punchdown
But
Festival.
I knew Punchdown Festival was there, yeah.
Tom is giving away free shares. Tom's
Tom
giving away
is-
free
oh.
shares.
Sorry, Tom is giving away free shares, 2.5% in the Zoff.
Yeah.
Zoff on eBay. And if
I
you
knew. I was talking.
if you think I'm lying, go back to Sunday's show and it's right there.
And if you win the free shares and then you buy another 2.5 shares, you get a free half share in the Hoff.
Nat right now was on his phone going, "Fuck."
I was talking to Nat on the way home from football, and I was like, "There's something I've meant to talk to you about." I can't remember. That was definitely it. I know.
Blocking
It's
out.
fine, lads. It's
I'm
happening.
blocking that one out of your memory.
Yeah, I
Blocking
committed, so it's happening. There'll be a free 2.5% share in Zoff given away at the Brentford preview, and a free 2.5% share in Zoff given away at the Tower Hotel preview in Waterford. So
That's actually class.
fairer than that.
You're so getting sacked.
That's class. And how long is it for? Is it for like a certain
year.
amount of time? A year or 6 months?
T's and C's apply.
Nah, as long as he's running. As long as he's running.
Can we
That
win
is an
this?
astonishingly
Can we
good
win
price.
this?
Tom, I'm impressed.
Well, this deserves
That's
a round
very
of applause.
good.
Round of applause. Hello, Tom. Hello.
I think
That's
people
what-
are happy. I think you
For those
were
young-
joking on Sunday, but you said it now, so you can't go back on it.
Did you
For
bang your
those
hair
younger,
against the
viewers,
wall as
for those
well,
younger
or-
viewers watching, Andrew, for those younger viewers watching, that is why you don't drink wine, guys.
Well, there you go.
I'm drinking podcast instead of drinking drive.
Any news?
It's very stressed with these previews.
Yeah, he's been shouting all day. Any news, Tom?
I started cooing like a bloody pigeon one stage.
Yeah, he genuinely did.
I saw that in a text group. Yeah, he started.
Yeah, he
cooing
was.
on
I thought I
pigeons.
was hearing things downstairs, but he was in fact cooing like a pigeon. There you go.
I liked Kevin Blake's tweet today of a Gaelic warrior, and that was all Willie was giving you a look at was his head over the stable door. I like the look of that.
Very small neck on him, don't he?
Nah, he's a big horse actually. They're quite high stable doors in Willie's. Dave, you're not gonna wind me
He
up.
had his percentage chance of winning as well on the little sticker next to it. It was 14% chance of winning.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm more Instagram than Twitter, but Twitter was great today. There was just bedlam going on Twitter. Willie Mullins is coming out with stuff. Aaron Casey made me laugh. El Fabiolo wasn't going to the county hurdle. Get your money on him, Dave, for the county hurdle. He's definitely going to the county hurdle.
Supreme.
He's going to the Supreme, Dave. Willie Mullins, he's going to the Ballymore. What are you going to do with that?
Aaron, you're not paying your man and Willie's enough money.
Oh, so if I had him acting for the Supreme, I would have been fucked over as well. So there you go.
State Man was the interesting one today, lads. Entered in all three handicaps. He's definitely going the handicap route. So
Martin Pipe.
well, he's got all bases covered though,
Richie
hasn't he?
Deegan.
Richie Deegan, Martin Pipe.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. Stable.
Is that
Double
or the
form.
county? If it was up to me, it'd be the county, but we'll see.
Just as well as not.
And he said Alaho is the banker.
Shock.
Yeah, but he's still the wrong price. He should be 1 to 2 on. Like.
He should be so shocking that.
Lump
Yeah.
Dave. Get the value.
What
Yeah,
you put on
value,
there,
Tom.
Gaelic Warren now, I'd be putting on him.
Value, huh?
I think Gaelic Warrior is going to go off very, very short, lads. Very
You
short.
haven't even seen if he has legs yet. Just seen
Yeah, I
his
have.
head.
I watched his races in France. He's got a leg.
Yeah.
Small neck.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem
I
like he's
wouldn't,
stretched out.
he wouldn't be winning no best turned out or anything like that. No,
I
Tom.
watched
No.
the race back in
bad-
France.
Bad walk on him and everything.
I watched the race back
Yeah.
in France and he was very windy at his hurdles.
He looked like he had a breathing problem too.
I sent you a bit of homework today, lads. Did you do it?
It was very windy.
I thought that was spam, to be honest. I'd say he needs a tongue tie, Tom. It's a
He's
bit
been
of
a wind issue.
a wind issue.
Yeah, he should wear a tongue tie. He wore it twice in France, but a lot of them they all wear tongue ties in France.
The grounds are very as well, isn't it?
No, not really. I think he'd be better on better ground actually. So yeah, no, he should be fine.
I think he seems to hang a bit, so I think he'd be better going right-handed.
Tom's soul has just left his body.
I think he's better going right-handed. He looks like that kind of horse with benefit from going that way around.
His soul has left his body. We have the preview next week, so I don't think we're doing a show on Wednesday.
No, we're not.
The following week is the week before Cheltenham, and I will organise a quiz of some sort, a Cheltenham quiz,
Fantastic.
before the following week where we're into Cheltenham, and I presume we're not doing a show with the week of Cheltenham, are we?
No.
Okay, so
Well,
Tom
Unless
said he's
Gaelic
not-
Warrior wins.
what?
Unless Gaelic
Unless
Warrior
Gaelic-
wins, you'll want to see that.
Gaelic
video.
Warrior wins and wants to see you for the rest of the year.
I'll be in the
Going
pub
to
then
Dubai,
from
I'd say.
Wednesday on.
So yeah, that's the plans of the next few weeks. Looking forward to it. But anyway, let's kick on with this race, and it's uninspiring to say the
This is
least.
great.
But
I don't have to add to
it
it.
is what it is. We're doing some racing from Kempton, the Pertemps qualifier from, or maybe it's not a qualifier at this stage, but Pertemps 3-mile hurdle race from Chepstow, and we have the Eider Chase from Newcastle, which is a poor field this year, isn't it? Really?
But just said, put it in.
Yeah, sure. Look, it is what it is. First race is the 150, the Coral Adonis Juvenile Hurdle Grade 2 for the 4-year-olds at Kempton. Andrew, the winner is going to be only one horse. So say it.
Nice little wins. Let's move on.
Okay, Tom.
Yeah, if he runs, he'll win. But do we think he's going to run here?
We do.
Yes, hence where we think he will.
Then if you think he's going to run, he'll win.
So what you're saying is he's value right now.
Oh,
It's 2-1. It's short enough, to be fair, isn't it?
Yeah. Look, I think if he does run, he'll be shorter. Surely he'll be probably even money, 5-4.
I don't get this Pleasant man now. I know he was decent enough on the flat for Roger Varian. Strikes me of a horse that, well, who won this last year for Paul Nicholls? Bloody Solo won it before as well.
Yeah,
A lot of hype horses, and he's running this.
Look, years ago, this used to be a good trial for the Triumph. Nicky Henderson had a couple of decent horses, and so did Nicholls. He had Zarkander, and there was a few others. Alan King had Penzance won it, and they won the Triumph. But it's not so much a trial anymore. I like Knight Salute. I think he's a chance of placing in the Triumph, and he should win this, even giving the weight away with the Grade 1 form ahead of Porticello. But yeah, I just don't think it's the best race in the world.
Macadavasi could be interesting. He seems to be improving with his runs. Good enough run last time. Yeah, I think he's a decent price, 7-1. But if Nice Lou turns up, I don't think anything will beat him.
No.
I think best form by far in the race, beating Porticello. That's been franked twice already.
Yep.
Yeah, just wins.
I'd just watch out for some money if Mervelio runs. John Joe O'Neill horse has some good form in France. Last seen in France when finishing third in a listed race at St. Cloud behind the 2022 Ascot Gold Cup winner, Manoba. You heard it here first.
To the flash.
Did he just talk about flat?
You're close to getting turned off right now.
This is how we solve this. Right now.
Where's he going?
No, not having that. You're on a timeout, Tom. Tom's on a timeout right now.
Oh, Jesus. That was very good. I don't know.
Sorry?
It's so easy to do that.
You're sorry?
Please
no, he's not
don't.
sorry.
No,
he said he's not sorry.
Not sorry.
He said he's not sorry. How about now?
It wins the Gold Cup.
Right. Cheltenham Gold Cup. What Gold Cup? Punchdown?
Don't say it.
No, the Ascot Gold Cup.
Right. Okay, I swear.
On the flat.
You just know he's not going to win it now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Start laying him off now.
second race we're going to cover is the 225 at Kempton, the Coral Pendle Novices Chase. A grade 2 over 2.5 miles.
This is terrible.
Again, it's not the best race in the world. You've Manila Drama, favourite Pictori, Miller's Bank, who can't seem to
Stand up.
keep a jockey on his back. Fantastic Lady, who's looked progressive the last while. Do Your Job, Our Power, and then a few rags after that. Tom, you're first. What are we thinking?
Yeah, God, it's a bad enough grade 2, isn't it? I feel. I'll take a chance on Fantastic Lady. She's definitely improving. She's going the right way. I don't know what happened on her first start over fences, but she's won her next two. She's up to 137 now. She needs to improve again to go and win this, but I wouldn't rule it out. She's a lightly raced mare. She's only had 7 runs. Dave, the big question here, though. You are a massive fan of La Homme Presse. He beat absolutely nothing in the City Isles. Surely, if Pictori is any good for the form, he's got to go and win this.
Yeah, I would imagine so, but Nichols can't buy a winner. Although he's coming back into form. He had a horse from France. All these horses from France, Tom, you could be onto something with Gaelic Warrior. Although he has a wind issue, so it's hard to know.
You're getting there, Dave. You're getting there.
He had a winner yesterday.
One?
One winner, though. One. So
he's had 4 in the last 21 days out of 21 runs.
Yeah. Cheltenham trainer. Cromwell's the same. And Martin Brazel.
Martin Brazel's had a good season.
Yeah, I knew he'd say it.
Throwing it out, nibbles, and got him.
Yeah. Good season because you're backing those horses. Pictori surely will win if the Nichols camp is not still sick. I imagine he'd win.
I'm going to go with Manila Drama. Good winner last time, 9.5 lengths win. He was 5th behind Everstone the time before that. Beat a short head by Warlord the time before that. And another reason in it, Donald McKean is not going to come the whole way down to Kempton for the good of his health.
Best jockey in England as well.
Yeah, Brian Hughes is coming down for it. He's, I say progressive, not really progressive, but his form lines read well in the context of this race. And I think 2 to 1, 11 to 4, whatever he is now, I think is a good price. When you consider Pictori with Paul Nicholls' form, he could, as Dave said, he couldn't buy you. When a Fantastic Lady is the one I would worry about. But yeah, when all comes down, I think Melodrama, they will make the trip worthwhile.
Yeah, Brian Hughes coming down there. Charlie Deutsch is very good too, though.
He's very good. I do like Charlie.
He's very good now as well. Okay, so we're moving on. 3 o'clock at Kempton, the Sky Bet Dovecote Novices Hurdle, a grade 2 for the older horses, not the juveniles. 2 mile grade 2. Shall we have one more? The Goshen colours, the kind of mad fella that is like Goshen, his favourite. Chris Gordon's Ocken Risque, second favourite. ICO, who was terrible the last day, is next in the betting. Then we have a couple of Donald McCain horses, a different kind. Baracello.
So that's the sound that Gaelic Warrior was making on the gallops today.
That was a cough or something. Dan Skelton's Frere Darm. Knight Salute, who's obviously not going to run. Mariko Devassi, who was quite impressive the last day. And then Russian Ruler. And it's 14 to 1 bar that. Andrew, what are you thinking? I'd say you're going to go for Goshen Mark 2.
Well, hence the reason why you see me click on it there. Goshen 2.0. Myself and Tom liked him when he ran at Ascot. He done everything wrong and still nearly won behind Can Do Kid. He was then 26 lengths behind Constitution Hill on ground. He just didn't handle whatsoever. Even on good ground, he would have given him a better race, but he wouldn't have beaten Constitution Hill. I'd say the last day we seen what he's capable of with a 20 length win at Sandown. That's brought him up to mark 133, which is near the best rating of this. It's only 1 or 2 higher than him. A lot of progression left in him. He still has a lot to learn, but I think there is a hell of a lot of talent under that bonnet. I think he'll take some stopping here at Kempton, especially kind of a speed track. If he gets away, if they let him bowl along, I cannot see him being caught. So he would probably one of my best bets of the weekend.
Tom, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I agree with Andrew, really. There's a few improvers in this, all right, but for me, that lad, after what he did at Ascot, to go and do that was an incredible performance, really. And then, obviously, as Andrew said, Sandown is just Sandown on that ground, isn't it? Constitution Hill went and won very well. He wasn't beaten far.
Just shortened.
There you go. He wasn't beaten far by Jatwal or Mr. Glass, and he's come out and bolted up the next day. So, yeah, look, I think it'd be very hard to beat here.
I suppose if you fancy Constitution Hill, you do want him to come out and win. I think he could only but win the race at Sandown the last time. It was kind of a nothing race, but the 4th to Constitution Hill, Jatwal has let that form down. Mr. Glass, I think, was 3rd. He's let that form down last week as well. So if you're a fan of Constitution Hill, I think you want him to win. I'd be against him. Chris Gordon had Highway 102, I think it was, because he has Highway 101 and Highway 102. Came out a couple of years ago, won this very impressively as well. He's a decent enough horse. Obviously, it's a big step up, but I give him a chance. And I like Mariko Devassi each way, around 10 to 1. Tom Simmons' horse, he's definitely running because Aidan Coleman's jocked up on him. He was giving Nicky Henderson's horse Balco Coastal a race when he fell, and then he battered another Nicky Henderson horse who was in here, Russian Ruler, who Nicky had talked up. I know he talks up a lot of his horses, but he was very impressive that day. I think it was at Doncaster. Travel lovely. And I'd give him a good shout each way. So I'd be against the favourite. Last one at Kempton. We're going for the 337 at Kempton, the Coral Trophy Handicap Chase, which used to be the Racing Post Trophy, I think, back in the day. A grade
That's
3.
a 2-year-old race at Doncaster Day, the race post racing.
Jesus Christ.
Hi, Tom. Oh, brilliant.
We have Ansam in his favourite. 5-star getaway. The big breakaway is next in the betting. Captain Ord, a couple of Christian Williams horses in here. Galahad Quest, who numerous times has put up on podcasts. I put him up a few times. He never seems to do it.
He reminds me of Gaelic Warriors. Doesn't go through with his effort.
I'd say there's a breeding issue there.
Yeah, that's it.
Good boy, Bobby. Mr. Malarkey, who is not trained by Colin Tizard anymore,
Really?
apparently. And I think he's run well at this meeting or in this race before.
Richard Bradley.
All of the gin joints, another random horse. Our Power, Phoenix Way, who ran well at Ascot the last time, but can't really put 2 runs together. And then Zanza, and it's Laylar at 12-1, bar that. Andrew and Sam.
No.
Oh, I thought you were
I
going to say
really
Ansam.
like 5-star getaway for this one. If Goodbye Bobby was running this, he'd be probably my selection. I put him up last week, but he got taken out. I think he's he's going to end up a very good, decent handicap staying chaser. But he seems to be one of very few horses that doesn't have a jockey up on him at the moment. So on that basis, 5-star getaway. Bounce back the form this season. He won a race. I think it was over course and distance. He beat Fortescue, who has since gone on and beat Fiddler on the Roof last week.
Yep.
At Ascot, and he was 3.5 lengths. With Fortescue was 3.5 lengths behind Royal Burgoyne before that. So that form alone reads really well. He's back up to a mark of 134. He won by 5.5 lengths off 133 last season. He seems to be this is his time of year because he strung a load of wins together last season. Christian Williams horses are holding their form quite well this season, which is good to see. I think he will be very hard to beat. He relishes these kind of races. A decent enough field he can get tucked away. I think he'll be hard to beat on Saturday.
Tom, what are you thinking?
Yeah, you took it there, Dave. Kind of. Mr. Malarkey won this race back in 2020 for a mark of 147, and was then third in it, beating 4 lengths last year off a mark of 155. Those are his only 2 runs over fences at Kempton. I think he's one of these that the English handicapper has been happy to drop rapidly. So that's a year ago off 155 that he was third, only beating 4 lengths. He'd won off 150 already that season. He's now been dropped after 4 runs since Kempton. He's been dropped to 142. So, he's been dropped nearly a stone, basically, only a pound in it. He switched from Colin Tizard to Richard Bandy. Now, there are still some people who may not know of Richard Bandy. Richard Bandy trains the great Sant Palais, and he also trains Diesel Dahlia, who would have a good chance at the Cheltenham Festival in the cross-country race. He's already won at Cheltenham this year, well able to train. He's had 2 winners from his last 7 runners in the last 14 days and another second. And the rest of them have run pretty well, the ones that were fancied. So I think this lad will actually take the world of beating, to be honest. It wouldn't surprise me to see him bounce back at all. He's gone well after a break before in his career. And yeah, he's well handicapped, definitely.
Getting the Cheltenham money, so Tom?
I think so. I think he's a wild price as well. He's 14s, isn't he? I mean,
he's in or around that anyway, yeah.
I tell you now, he won't go off that price.
Yeah, his form at Kempton, it interests me. I think he's a decent each-way bet, even though he could have letters beside his name, but he seems to run better at Kempton, and he does just randomly throw in a good run when you least expect it. So I'd give him a chance, all right, each way, but I'd be more with the favourite. I think he's progressive. Evan Williams is a good season. He's good in these handicap races, the likes of Cool Cody. this fella's getting better, and the form of his win at Ascot has been franked by Phoenix Way. There's other horses behind him that day come out and run well, so I've been waiting for him to come back out and see what he can do. But Kempton is a strange track, so can be hard for horses to lay up on it.
Horses, not horses.
Right, we're heading to Newcastle for the Vertum Eider Handicap Chase. 4 miles and nearly 2 furlongs. Top of the bet in his history of fashion, we've Eclair Surf, who ran well the last day. Good win for Emma Lavelle. Danilo Dairy is next. Domain the Loyal. Check out Court Master. Rat on Ore, I'm going to call that. Classic Ben. Achille, Tom's favourite horse.
Tom's tip.
And then it's 14 to 1 bar. Andrew.
Me.
Who are you thinking?
I hate. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. I done a Gaelic warrior there.
Oh. You have to come to the pub on the Tuesday.
Please come to the pub.
You have to.
I swear with you, nice. I swear.
I'll come down if he wins and I'll buy you a drink.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. You've been Wexford.
You're just lying now. Just come down on the Tuesday. Just come down to Monday. It's the first day.
No, you don't. It's Cheltenham. No,
you're joking me. You're never working.
You got the wrong person there. That's Andrew you're on about.
Wow.
He's up in the office cooing.
Yeah, that's when he found out Galloping the Champ is not going for the race he wanted him to go to.
Very windy on that now.
You windy?
Very windy. Extremely windy.
Andrew's windy on Galloping the Champ going to... You know, you were asked a question on Twitter and you didn't answer it. I'm going to ask that. I'm going to ask this now. Fix this.
What's that?
Don't get too
close. Oh, it's because it was going to be answered tomorrow.
All right. The question was, your 2 favourite horses are now looking like they're going to run in the same race.
Correct.
Bob Ollinger
Correct.
and the Galloping the Champ.
Yeah.
Who are you going to pick?
What's the trip?
Sure, they're running in the Turners.
Just trying to get out of this question.
Can't hear you very well, Andrew. I think you need to talk up and commit to it.
1.
Galloping the Champs.
Oh, I cannot believe that. Look at Tom.
You Bob hater. I
can't. Finally, Bob the Bully is taken down.
I just think Galloping the Champs is a freak.
I didn't think you'd answer. I was about to play the game, you know, where I keep asking you questions and eventually you have to answer one. Like France or Spain.
Spain. France.
You can't say both. Oh. Anyway.
I can't believe you said that.
I will elaborate on that tomorrow in Brentford.
I can't wait to hear it next week. Who are you choosing here?
This is like Altior all over again, Dave. It's an absolute disgrace.
It's not like Altior.
He was just lying that day.
I was just lying that day. It's great. I might have something up my sleeve now for tomorrow.
Prepare to get plenty of abuse if you come out with shit like that tomorrow night, I'm telling you.
All right, Gaelic Warrior, sit down now. This fella to see 200 people go. Shit.
Are you nervous, Tom?
No.
No.
You won't be nervous and you have a bottle of wine in you anyways.
Exactly.
Don't drink too much so you have to keep running to the toilet.
I think me and Rixie, if you put a few bottles of wine in between me and Rixie, then you'll have a good night.
Yeah, Rixie'd be funny.
And Cheltenham's out of the way you're going off the beer.
Yeah, I'd probably need to be honest.
Anyway, the Eider.
Oh, Eider, check it out. Nigel Twiston Davis horse.
I honestly just thought you were just picking one and weren't going to give a reason. That one.
That'll do. He won last time out. It was only a 3-runner race, but I think to step up in trip to this extreme trip, he looks like a horse that just keeps finding. He's on a mark of 132, which is not bad for a race like this. Nigel Tristan Davis has a knacker of training decent stayers, and
he's a good trainer.
Jordan Naylor takes 3 pounds off his back. I like him actually as a jockey. 3 lengths behind, third behind Snow Leopard S 2 runs ago, which is looking good form right now. I think you get a good run for your money. He's not confident in this bloody race. Anything can win it, but I think you get a decent run for your money out of him. I think he'll be there at the finish. So yeah, check it out. What price is he?
He is
them prices there.
10 to 1.
10 to 1. That'll do. Check it out, 10-1 each way.
Tom, who are we going for?
Look, I found this very hard, to be honest. And I'd probably throw up a Killy. He runs his race in these races, doesn't he? Well, normally he's tough and consistent. You'll get the extra places. Nearest the day, I'd take the extra places with him. He's down to a mark of 135, which he should be there.
See him win now, in fairness. I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him win now, in fairness.
Yeah, he deserves one of these, and this could just be it. Like he started this year off 141, and he ran well behind Snow Leopardess. So he's down £6 now. He has his chance. He'll be there in the places, you can imagine, especially the extended places if you get 5 or 6 places.
Who are you going for, David?
I think a Clear Surf is better than these. I just think he is. The Loyal, usually he's a decent off horse, but usually runs his best race around Cheltenham. I think a Clear Surf is better than him, but like Bristol the Moy last week, in soft ground going extreme distances, it's just so hard to carry a lot of weight. So he'd want to be 7 or 8 to 1 for me to back him. If he was going into like 4 to 1, I'd just leave it alone.
What's he now?
7 to 1.
There you go.
He's 6 this year.
Oh, so
yeah, so I'd probably see on the day, but of all the horses in the race, I think he's the most likely winner. But very worried about 4 miles on soft ground for any horse carrying near top weight.
Yeah, there is. That broke my heart last week. I didn't back him, Bristol.
Yeah, I didn't back him either, but I really thought he was going to win, and the weight just killed him in the end.
Jumped 2 out and looked like he was going to absolutely hose up.
And then last one for the racing for us this week is the 253 Pertemps Network Opportunity Around the Corner Handicap Hurdle, Pertemps Hurdle Series Qualifier. Holy fucking moly. I do not have betting for this. So we've asked Dylan, asked for Glory, Ballyandy. Ballyandy's a good old horse. Barbados Bucks coming back after chasing, I think. Belargus, Bells of Peterborough, Brinkley, who Andrew liked a lot last year. Eminent Poet, Jepek, who's about 25 and still running well. Cateson, Lord of Carrack, Millgreen, Mr. Muldoon, Prime Venture, Right Place, Right Time, Emma Mullins, Dodgy, the Big Galloper,
even dodgier,
2 of them in a row, and then the Con Man. Tom, give us the winner. Go on, tell me.
I'm actually going to give Bells of Peterborough a shout out for my former boss Tim Vaughan. Tim's been in a bit of good form over the last few months. Wouldn't have the same size string as he used to. Bells of Peterborough has had 2 runs in handicaps, let's just put it that way, at Chepstow, and has won them both. Won there in December by 22 lengths. Clearly likes the track, and I think going back there now on the back of this, yeah, he'd have a good chance. I think off 10 stone 9 as the weight stand.
Andrew,
I'm all over Ballyandy, David.
Ballyandy.
I came back to a really good form the last day. Bolted up, beating Kansas City Chief by 18 lengths. Finn Lambert was on the last day. He's back on it again. Takes the £10 off him. He was 145, so we run off 135. I think he seems to be back in love with the game. They made use of him the last day. I know it was only a small field, but I just think sometimes in these kind of races at this time of season, it's the Pertemps qualifier. They're going to try to get a few that just want to get placed in this, and he's one that'll actually probably want to win it, be out there to properly win.
Yeah.
Is there any price? No.
No prices. He likes soft ground as well.
He does. He liked to step up and trip. He will enjoy that. I just think there's a lot going for him in this. Yeah, I got Ballyandy and strong fancy on him now.
Yeah, and I'm with Ballyandy as well. Same type of reasons, like soft ground. I don't think he'd be good enough to win at Cheltenham, so this might be his big race. Yeah, I think there's a lot to like about him.
That was his first try over. I think it's the same trip at was it Fontwell? At Fakenham. It was an F at Fakenham, and he's seeing it out really, really well. I think if he's in that same form, he'd be hard to beat, really.
Yeah, his form was decent all season. He was down the field in the Great One, but that turned out to be a great race. The race at Aintree, decent enough, and then he's been second or first since. He's running himself into form at the right time. Good trainer too.
I do like Nigel.
Napson next best. Tom, do you want to go first?
Can do, Dave. Yeah. My nap is Mr. Malarkey. Back him each way because you can at that price. But yeah, I think he's got an outstanding chance. And my next best comes in the Mare's Bumper at Fairless tomorrow.
Wow.
9 Graces of Barry Connells. Barry Connells is an absolutely flying form. He's had two winners from his last 2 runners. This mare ran first time out of Punchestown, ran pretty green and shaped like she was going to come on for the run. The favourite tomorrow, Brookline, only beat her by 2 lengths. I think she can reverse that form. I think 3-1 is a very fair price, and I'm quite strong on her, to be honest.
My nap, David, is Shall We Have One More? And my next best is Ballyandy.
My nap is Night Salute, and my next best is Each Way on Mariko Devassi in the same race that Shall We Have One More is running it.
Gosh, I hate colours either.
No, I like Gosh. I do. I'm looking forward to seeing him over fences next year. I'd say it'll be a
sight to behold.
A sight to behold is right, yeah.
Sight to behold. God bless Jamie.
Yeah.
Hope he has insurance.
Told you I was disappointed in the dad joke. I know he's probably lacking fitness, but he's getting weight and everything.
Getting weight, went past him.
Should have won.
I think he just got outstayed.
Looked that way, yeah. I don't know. I'm a bit windy about that joke because he's 4 seconds beside his name now, and that worries me.
Windy ice, as you think he says.
When they keep coming second, that's not a good thing.
Especially in the horse racing world. Coming second, not good.
And on that note, before it goes downhill faster again.
It's been downhill all day.
Jesus. Man United are losing again. Surprising.
I'll keep the show on the road.
But there you go. Anything else before we go?
No, just tickets should be ready by tomorrow for the Irish preview.
Are we doing anything Sunday? A live show Sunday, or are you taking a break because you're only back Sunday?
This Sunday I'm only back. I'll see how I am.
So that'll be decided on Sunday.
I'm home early enough. I should be alright.
The racing's a bit crap as well, though.
Yeah, it is.
We'll think of something to do. If not, I'll put up on social media that we're not. But Wednesday we're doing Cheltenham.
No, next Wednesday we're not doing a show because we have our showing in the tower on the Thursday. But the following Wednesday I will do a Cheltenham quiz. Yeah, probably all from last year, but obviously it'll be horses down the field and make some obscure questions and stuff like that. So it'll be hard.
Who finished tailed off just like Gaelic Warrior will this year?
Not biting, lads. Not biting.
So pissed off. Look at him.
Tom.
I'll save it for tomorrow night's show. If you're interested, watch live. But yeah.
I hope it stays fine for you.
No, we need rain.
I'm disappointed in this tomorrow, but sure, look, there you go.
It's not too late.
No. Too busy. Can't do all these things.
Sure, look. It is what it is, as they say.
Text in my selections.
Yeah, text them to me.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Right. Go on, finish it up. Doing a good job today.
I know. I always do a good job.
You can do it now from now on.
I don't mind.
It's much easier this way.
I don't mind. You can rest. But anyway, on that bombshell, Andrew's quitting and I'm taking over. Good night. I can't press any broadcast.
Outro, is it? That was terrible.
Who's just staring there, not looking like end broadcast? Try that again. On that note, Andrew's leaving. I'm taking over. Tom is sacked. Good night.